my boy! Welcome back to Marry My Stalker. And yes, they've changed the art for the game, but not the charm that came with the story. Today we're going down chapter 2, where you're gonna find out why I keep a chancla with me at all times. But anyway, here are your content warnings. Now please enjoy yourselves. 2 days. Holy hell, 2 days! Why are you freaking out? I am not freaking out. Well, actually, I'm freaking out a lot. Why do you look so different? I mean, I like the change, like, that's for sure, but like, holy hell. You're not great at hiding how you feel. Oh, that is bull. You keep staring off into space. What? I could control my face just fine, but it seemed like blanking out was something I needed to get under control. It's 2 days. I can't fail, Arthur. You won't. Easy for you to say. You're dashing, charming, beautiful. This is not the time. Last time I called you handsome, you freaked out. Now you're acting all high and mighty. You caught me off guard. Won't happen again. That is not fair. You were too cute. I'm trying to help you study. Stop getting distracted. Oh shit, you're right. What were we doing? If we get distracted and I fail, I will actually cry. Oh, don't cry. We should go touch grass. Hello? Touch grass? I thought studying with a smartass would help me. I should have known. He is more unserious than me and more of an ass than I am. Please? He is too handsome. I hate this. Fine. See? Fresh air helps. I want to die. Fresh air. My eye twitched. Fresh air! I took a deep breath reluctantly. I hated how beautiful the world looked. The weather should have been mindful. Couldn't it see I was stressing out? See? The world is beautiful. Even if you don't pass. Oh, don't jinx it. If you pass, but not really. The world still spins. And there's resets next month anyway. I know that logically. It's not the end of the world if I fail, but I really want to be a doctor. If I fail, I'll have to fight, and I don't wanna. What's wrong? Is there something else? Something you're not telling me? Your dad is a conglomerate big shot. You don't need to be in med school, so why are you here? Because his dad's a conglomerate big shot. Like, bro has to, like, have some credentials, I guess. I'm not here for any particular reason. I just like learning. I might actually study law after this. Looks pretty cool. Of course, what did I expect? I just need to finish this once and for all and move on. I know you feel I don't understand you, but if you don't tell me what's wrong, I won't ever understand. I hate it when he's right, but it's so ironic. He talked as though he wasn't looking through my windows last night. I don't even live on the ground floor. I wonder if he learned to climb vines as a child. It's like a little secret. Our little secret. Arthur, do you know your tracking device is quite old-fashioned? Newer models are harder to detect. How long will you pretend to be innocent? If I go home, I'll have to fight. Fight who? My brothers. I fiddled with my fingers. Talking to anyone about this was uncomfortable. Mossy already knew about my family, but that's only because her mother was the Madame Red. Madame Red knew anything that happened in the underworld. She had eyes everywhere. If Dan wasn't careful and Mossy went back to her mother for help, his life would be in danger. You must love them quite a lot. Who? Your brothers. I suppose. Love was something I didn't understand. I would kill for them. I suppose that's love. You have siblings? I'm an only child. Really? Don't conglomerate families normally have many children? He seemed amused by my words. You know about my family. Do you think I live under a rock? You're Arthur Phillips. It's hard not to know you. Most people didn't know just how wealthy the Phillips family was. If I was poor, I'd date you just for the money. I mean, I wouldn't mind. You're crazy. I don't care for money. Dating someone who is obsessed with you is a better idea. Why do you say that? They can never leave you. They would do anything for you. And you can shape them however you want. You can also... My voice trails off when I realize just how much of a red flag I was being. I'm only joking, of course. Totally just joking. Of course. His eyes seemed darker. He liked what I said. I had to stop my excitement from growing. If I didn't control myself this time, I would ruin him just like Jeremy. So, back to studying? Do you want to go back? No, I want you to force me to kiss you! Born to tease handsome man, forced to study. Like you, I might actually fail. Men like Arthur have 3 specific traits that draw me to them. Obsession, intelligence, and submission. Luckily, I love to play with my food before eating. 2 days came quickly, and soon I found myself nearly passing out from anxiety in front of the exam hall. Girl, what are you wearing? I looked down at my clothes. Hoodie and flare leggings. She gave me a judgmental look. I returned it with an exasperated eye roll. Comfort over looks this time. I can't afford to fail this exam. Still, doesn't mean you should let yourself go. Let's just go. If I reply with an argument, my brain will lose more brain cells than I could afford. The exam site was packed with people. Considering it was a national exam, it made sense to see people from other colleges. I said goodbye to Marcia since she was in another room and headed to find mine. Lion? He smiled as he came over to me. I immediately smelled the faint scent of cigarettes and my nose scrunched up as I took an immediate step back. What's wrong? He looked at me like I had done something unspeakably upsetting. You smell like smoke. Just stay away. I don't want to use my inhaler today. As cute as you look right now, I can't risk failing. I have bigger issues than your stupid, handsome face. Good luck with your exam, Arthur. I ran away quickly. The exam room was filled with rows of desks. Each desk had a candidate number on it, and I quickly found mine. Once the exam started, I focused on the questions, my mind racing through everything I had studied. The first section was multiple choice, and I breezed through it confidently. The second section required longer written answers, so I took my time to organize my thoughts before writing. Each question seemed to blend into the next, and I quickly lost track of time. Once it was over, the students poured out of their rooms, and so did I, feeling lighter than ever. Did I remember what I wrote? Nope. Were you glad it was over? Oh, definitely. I spotted Marcia in the crowd, looking as beautiful as ever despite the stress of the exam. She waved at me, a wide smile on her face. Lion, how did it go? Fingers crossed I might actually pass. I knew you could do it. Let's celebrate. I've got plans and you're coming with me. I can't. I need to tell my parents about the exam. Knowing my dad, he'll be calling soon. Fine. I'll call you later tonight. I waved goodbye to her and found a quiet spot to wait. Like clockwork, 10 minutes after the exam, I received a call. That's weird. Unknown caller. The only time my dad used an unknown caller ID is if security was compromised. Hello? Dad? Of all nicknames, you know I hate Daddy the most. Oh, it's just that son of a... Why are you calling? If I wasn't waiting for my dad's call, I would never have answered. We need to talk. No! I cut the call immediately, but before I could even blink, another call was coming through. This one I wanted to answer even less. Hi, Mom. Have you lost your mind? Her voice was so loud I had to pull my phone away from my face. I told you I have a really big exam in a few weeks, remember? I'm in the library. I lied through my teeth. I didn't want to go home just yet. Dad knew my actual exam timetable. He was fine with me staying behind. Don't play sly with me. You were meant to meet Jeremiah 3 hours ago. You have got to be kidding me. Do you know the family head was enraged? How are you going to fix this? Your dad is really angry too. I rolled my eyes, not really caring for her tantrums. Dad definitely wasn't mad. I was more worried about Jeremy. I knew him well enough. He was one crazy mofo. What about Jeremy? How did he react? Jeremiah? He's been very magnanimous about this. He hasn't complained much. He is such a good kid. Why don't you just... Look, Mom, I need to go now. I'll talk later. Love you. Bye! I cut the call immediately. Jeremy acting magnanimous. I wasn't born yesterday. I returned to the unknown caller and sighed before ringing again. He picked up after one ring. What do you want? Gun range next week? Yeah, I'll pick you up. I grit my teeth. Remind me next week. I cut the call and sighed. One problem after another. Lion? I forced a smile as I turned to meet Arthur. Hey, how'd it go? I wanted to just go home and lie down with some ice cream. Are you okay? My heart skipped a beat. Yeah? Why? You're making the face again. What face? Like you're about to hit something. Is this a new insult? Yeah, I've not heard it before. He laughed, taking a step forward. He didn't smell like smoke anymore. Let's go get ice cream. I really want to just go home. Alright. You sure? You don't look too great. I don't feel great. How about we just go to yours? I could make us pizza. I was stunned for a moment, but slowly, a smile crept up my face. I'd like that. When was the last time I had a man in my kitchen? I should consider hiring a chef, a handsome one. Sorry, I don't have an apron. It's okay. I'll be careful. It was nice to see he knew what he was doing. So I was curious if he would add something interesting to my food. Should be easy enough for him to buy sleeping tablets. I have a good enough tolerance, so I'll be able to enjoy most of it. I left him to his devices. Curious, expectant. I wanted to see how far a depraved man would go with a helpless maiden like me. This is bad. I'm getting excited. Gotta wait for the dough to rise a bit. Did you do it? Did you drug the pizza? I really want to know. So, how was the exam? You never told me. I guess he was anxious for me. It's kind of cute. Yeah, I think I actually did okay on that exam. At least I wouldn't have to seduce the professor for a retake. That was never an option. Lol, what? His reaction was surprisingly straightforward. Are you my academic advisor? I couldn't help but laugh. No, just someone who knows you're too smart. You don't need a plan B. I hate to say it, but he does make me feel better. He's crazy smart, and he believes I can do it. Yeah, I should trust him, even if I can't believe in myself. Thanks, Arthur. I simply acknowledged the fact. You still get easily flustered. This is bad. I really wanted to tease him. I wanted to force him over the edge. I wanted him cornered, sobbing, begging. His tears will look so pretty. My heart was restless. I didn't even compliment you this time. Why are you blushing? Seems like you react to any positive attention from any girl. That's not true. Oh? What other compliments have you gotten? How rude. Don't they know he's not someone they can talk to so casually? No one. Don't usually talk to people. Ah, that's good. It's good. Good. I didn't elaborate. If you talk to a lot of people, it made my life difficult. I know we're waiting for the dough, but, you want to watch a movie in the meantime? Sure. Rom-com, psychological thriller, horror movie. Ooh. I mean, I love horror. I really like horror. Like, it will be really funny. Let's do it. The man had nothing to say. Maybe he knew my movie tastes were crazy good. I put on the show and we sat together watching. Unfortunately, my eyes grew heavy quickly. I was hungry, but that exam had knocked me out. I didn't even realize when I slept off. Lion? There was no reply. Did she really fall asleep with the amount of gore on the screen? Somehow, it's not surprising. Arthur tried to keep watching the movie. He really did. But there was one problem. Oh shit. I had a habit of wearing oversized sweaters at home. The issue now was my cleavage. Should I wake her up? He contemplated his options. No, try and stay still. The girl is clearly tired. Steal a glance, just one. Fail. Fail! What do you mean fail? What do you mean fail? What do you mean? Would I go fail? Fail. Yeah, just ignore it. Ignore what? Ignore it. Just one. He glances down. His throat feels tight, unbearably so. He forces his breathing to remain even. He shifts slightly, angling away, but it doesn't help. You are way too close. It's unfair. You plagued my thoughts at night, and now this? His restraint, his precious, fragile, practically non-existent restraint is cracking. I am too close, too soft. Your scent is everywhere, all-consuming. My body pressed against his, and he tensed up. Oh no! I need to think of a funny word for this. His happy stick pulsed under his pants, and he bit his lips. He tries to be quiet, and to his credit, he is quiet. His hand shifts under the blanket, covering the both of us. He holds in the groan that threatens to escape as his hand strokes his... God freaking how! I didn't think that this was gonna be a thing! He starts stroking his happy stick! How long has he dreamt of being this close? He made it this far, and he couldn't even touch me. It was bitterly unfair! He wanted me. He wanted all of me. My fingers around his neck. He needed me. To look at him with disgust, to scoff at how pathetic he was, to laugh at him. Lion. He lets my name slip from his lips. I wanted to hear him beg, but not now. I groaned as I sat up. He panicked, removing his hands from under his pants. No, he did not just drop his pants. That was not what happened, YouTube. That's not what happened. I had no intention of letting him get away with this. I considered his audacity rather endearing. He's a real freaking perv, and it excites me. Sorry, did I fall asleep? No, it's fine. His laugh is uncharacteristically high. Oh God, his happy stick was exposed under the blanket. If I decided to stand, he would be completely exposed, and he knew it. I really wanted to torture him. Are you going to check on the pizza? My question was innocent enough, but the fear in his eyes was exhilarating. I'm a little cold. Can I take the blanket with me? I raised a brow, amused. Of course. Yeah, I'll go take a shower. It'll help me wake up. I let him sit while I left. I wondered just how scared and excited he felt. I was this close to catching him. It was exciting. Seeing him so flustered, I really wanted to eat him whole. This is bad. I told myself not to get obsessed again. But I can't help it! I want to break him! Arthur was surprisingly good at cooking, considering his background. How is it? It's actually good. I'm a bit surprised. It's honestly good. I knew you'd like it. Feel better? I nod my head. Haughtiness aside, I felt lighter. Hey, Arthur! Yeah? Thanks. For everything. I'm glad. You're hard to please. I know. And you're hard to talk to. Hey, watch it! But, not you. There's not really anyone else I'd rather please. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel anything. I really wanted to kiss him, but I felt way too shy. Ironic, isn't it? Why does he look at me like that? Hey, wanted to ask. Sorry, 1 second. Hello? Hey, Lion, are you free by any chance? I glanced at Arthur. Hello, is everything okay? Can you join me at Dan's place? Please? I looked up at Arthur. What's going on at your apartment? Dan's having a party. I turned back to Mossy. I can come and pick you up. Is that what you need? Yeah, thanks. She cut the call. I need to absolutely ruin that man. I need to make his life hell. I need to make him wish he was never alive. What did he do? I hope you don't mind. Why would I? Just give me a second. I'll clean up. I got dragged to a party after all. Oh, wow. Wow was all I could think. I was clearly out of practice to get so overwhelmed by a small house party. I pushed through the bodies, hoping to find Marcy. Lion! She did not look too drunk. I'm here. Let's get you home. What's with that expression? Marcy. Look who's here. Oh, hey. We've been wondering if you'd ever arrive. We? I tried to look at Marcy, but she wouldn't look at me. She was shaking terribly. I knew my situation was strange, but the only thing I could think of in that moment was... What did he do to Marcy? Marcy was confident. She was beautiful, but she looked terrified. Yeah, I'm just surprised to see you. I thought you were too good for this kind of thing. I don't remember you inviting me. I spit, irritated. I was ready to just turn around and leave, but I couldn't leave Marcy. Really? But Marcy asked you, didn't she? I looked at Marcy, confused. She only avoided my gaze. You know what? I bet you're just shy. Maybe we should help you loosen up. I am going to absolutely ruin your throat. And now with my happy stick, you're just gonna have to make do with my freaking chancla. Anyway. What? Come here, Lion. I felt my eye twitch. Who did he think he was? Did he take me for a goddamn dog? Oh, come on. Don't be like that. You showed up, didn't you? Might as well have some fun. I wished more than anything that I had my gun with me. I have blown his stupid little head off. Breathe. Breathe. Don't snap. He tried to grab my... I am gonna get him with my goddamn chancla now. Could you not? Arthur cuts him, taking my hand in his. Dude, what the hell? Off limits. Screw it. Fine. This man confuses me. He has a girlfriend and he clearly hates me, but he insists on wasting his time pissing me off. One day he'll wake up with no happy stick. It won't be my fault, but I will delight heavily in his misfortune. You right? I'm not taking Marcy back tonight, am I? I'm sorry. Bitterly disappointing. It's okay. It's a final year anyway. Don't need her anymore. I feel stuffy. I'm gonna leave. I'll walk you home. No, have a good night. There's very few people I would allow to see me cry. Arthur was not one of them. I slept terribly. I feel like crap. I'm coming! I rushed to open the door. My eyes were red, and I looked like a mess. It was the worst possible time for him to come here. Hey, I know I said next week, but something told me you'd be free today. Something told you, or someone? What would you do without me? I slammed the door in his face. And that's the end of chapter 2. Anyway, that's the end of chapter 2 for Marry My Stalker. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And supposedly chapter 3 is going to be coming out in like a couple of months. And I'm so excited to see like where the story's going to go from here. The art change was a little jarring, but you know, it's not too bad. I'd say like hopefully they stick to this one. It kind of reminds me of a lot of like the mobile like dating sims I've been saying, specifically me chat. I've been getting so many ads for that. I don't know why, but like I like it. I like the style. It's a lot more Western rather than like the Korean style they had going before this. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.